Hello, USA! Football fans, soccer fans. Bobby Cardenas coming at you from Lancaster, California. Antelope Valley. Friday, right before the weekend when the USA ladies take on Mexico in a friendly at the Los Angeles StubHub Center, home of the Galaxy, Sunday afternoon, 6:30, I believe, right? Yes, 6:30 p.m. It's one of their final warm-up games before the World Cup in Canada begins beginning of June. June 5th, I believe, is their first game, or June 6th, somewhere around there. Anyway, okay. A lot of things happening this weekend. La Liga will have 10 matches on Sunday, all at the same time on Sunday. Luckily, they averted the strike that possibly was going to happen because of television rights, monies, all kinds of stuff. But the key games will be Barcelona travels to Atletico Madrid, and Barcelona is coming off of a great victory over FC Bayern. Oh, my TV just went off. What the hell happened here? What's going on here? Oh, pause. Who knew? You know what? Better yet, turn it off. Okay. Barcelona just destroyed Bayern Munich in the semifinals of Champions League. And Real Madrid lost to Juventus, also in the other semifinal. So Juventus will play Barcelona June 6th, Saturday. Oops, my little guy fell down right now. In Berlin for the final of the Champions League. And Juventus hasn't been there in, I think, 9 or 10 years. Barcelona won. They've won 4. Must be Italian. Juventus is playing Italian. The old lady, as they're called, for whatever reason. I have no idea why. But anyway, so those two teams will meet in the Champions League final in Berlin, Deutschland. And Bayern Munich is out. They had a chance. They blew it. Okay. So I have to root for Juventus because I'm Real Madrid. Therefore, Barcelona is my enemy. But I think Barcelona should win. Unless Juventus comes out and cripples the front three, Messi, Neymar, and Suarez, Barcelona's going to win. Okay. And they'll win their 5th Champions League title. Still 5 behind Real Madrid. Okay. Enough of that stuff. All right. One of the other key games Sunday with La Liga, obviously, will be Real Madrid going to Espanyol and Sevilla taking on Almeria. And Sevilla is in the finals now for Europa Championship, the Europa Cup, for the 2nd year running. They were the defending champions. Okay, another couple of key things, because I want to get to some refereeing points real quickly after this. Liverpool take on Crystal Palace Saturday, 9:30 a.m. on NBC station on Channel 220. And this will be Steven Gerrard's final game for Liverpool before he goes across the pond to the United States of America to join the LA Galaxy. And I think his first game is supposed to be in July sometime. Why the hell is it going to take that long? I have no idea. What does he have to do? I guess a vacation. Has to get used to the climate here. Practice, train, whatever. Okay. So we went over that. Okay. What I want to do right now is discuss. What do I mean discuss? I'm just going to tell you. Who am I talking? I'm not discussing. Will you stop falling down? What is Dinklage? Dinklage is down to. You know what, guys? Get away. Let's put the Black Widow here, right on the spot. For the Avengers movie. Great movie. Okay, a couple of things I want to talk about as far as refereeing goes. With regard to myths, huge myths amongst the general public, coaches, players, parents, some of these myths, and I'm going to correct them right now. Okay, myth number 1, extra time. A referee may add extra time, or what's called stoppage time. Doesn't have to. He really does not have to. And I've seen a few times, a few occasions, rightfully so, where a referee in a pro game doesn't add any time. The score is, let's say, 4-0. There's no way a team's going to come back with a couple of minutes extra time, so it doesn't add extra time. Or in a tournament game, such as we had today, Middlesbrough, in a semifinal playoff to advance to hopefully the final at Wembley to go up into the Premier League The referee didn't have to add extra time. He did a couple of minutes, but he really shouldn't have added extra time. The game was done. Okay, so extra time. Don't necessarily have to. And a referee shouldn't if the outcome of the game has already been decided, because if he adds extra time, what he is taking a chance on happening is that players get hurt unnecessarily. Okay, take that into account. Okay, another myth. Every foul that occurs against the offensive team in the area, 18-yard area, is a penalty. No! There are some fouls or infringements of the law that would result in an indirect free kick for the offense. Let's say a player, a defender, kicks the ball right back to his goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper picks up the ball. He's not supposed to. You blow the whistle. I don't have whistles. You blow the whistle, and an indirect free kick is awarded from the spot where the goalkeeper handled the ball, because he handled it illegally. And the referee puts his arm up once the kick is made. That shows that it's indirect, meaning that it cannot go directly into the goal. Goal cannot be scored directly from the kick. It must touch another player before entering the goal. Okay, another myth is handling, of course. When they say handball, there's no such thing as handball. It's called handling for a reason. Must be deliberate. And in the Champions League semifinal versus Juventus versus Real Madrid, there was actually a handling that was not called. During a free kick Ronaldo took, the Juventus player Vidal jumped up and with his back towards the free kick, extended his arm. And the ball deflected off his elbow and went out for a corner kick. The referee didn't call it, and none of the commentators even realized that had happened, even after replays. That was a clear handling, because whenever you put your arm into an area where it may strike the ball, blocking its path, you've deliberately handled the ball. Okay. Last man. Last man. What does that mean? A lot of people think that when there's been an obvious goal scoring opportunity, it's happened because the last man prevented a goal scoring opportunity. All right. Let's say this blue player is the offensive player and the red player is the defender. And he fouls him right here. This is a goal scoring opportunity simply because he denied the player that chance. It has nothing to do with the other players. Because if this defender were there, guarding this offensive player here, and this defender, let's say, were here, guarding that defender, and this guy is fouled right there, it's still denying an obvious goal scoring opportunity. It has nothing to do with men. I don't know what last man means. Isn't the goalkeeper the last man before this offensive? What does that mean? It's a friggin' myth. No such thing as last man. It's not in the laws. Stop using it. All right? Oh, wait. Here's my intro. The other myth. When a free kick has been given, the defensive team must immediately give 10 yards. It is a myth that they only must do that if the offensive player asks for 10 yards. No. The law states once a free kick has been given to this blue player, all these red players must immediately give 10 yards all the way in every direction of the ball. Not just towards the goal. In every direction. Okay? Sometimes, of course, the goalkeeper is going to ask for a wall, and the referee is going to signal to everyone by pointing to his whistle that play will start up again. The ball will be in play once again once he signals, and he's making a wall. All right. For all of you young referees, when you're marking off the wall, don't pace off 10 yards like in long strides. Doesn't look good. I never do that. I know what 10 yards is, and I tell the players to move back. Here it is. But if I do have to pace off, you know what I do? I walk backwards, looking at the ball where I placed the free kick, and I pace off 13 steps, normal steps. You know why? Because I've already figured out ahead of time, I've done this, that if I take 13 normal steps, that's 30 feet, 10 yards. I marked it off. I practiced it. I've rehearsed it. You do the same thing. For some people, it could be 12 steps. For other people, 14, 15 steps. Depends on your stride. Do that ahead of time. Figure it out. Okay, that's it. I got to go. Cheers. I got to finish watching highlights. Hello. Oi. All right. So say no to racism always. And go USA! Especially, I got my Ronnie James Dio. Especially this Sunday with the ladies. And on another note, rest in peace, the great B.B. King.